Hi guys, Amy here from Motorcycle Superstore. Today I've got the Fox 360 pant and jersey. The 360 pant and jersey from Fox is their core MX gear. This is for that mid-level rider from intermediate to very serious. Now, they have completely overhauled these pieces. The fit, the function, the fabrics. They have totally done it over again to make it even better than it was before. All right, the jersey. Now this is again that mid-level jersey. If you want something a next step up, you're going to look at the Flex Air collection. It's very, very light and very, very breathable without a huge jump in price. So you might check that out. This is the mid-level collection, the 360. They have focused somewhat on airflow. There is mesh underneath the arms here, all the way up there and then down the sleeve. So you're going to have some air flowing where you need it in this jersey. Now there's a very low profile collar. Again, lots of graphic options, and then at the bottom it's a serge seam rather than a taped seam. So again, subtle differences in the jersey for the 360 collection. Now where you're going to see the real differences from one level to the next is in the pant. The pant is where the functionality totally matters, and you can really see that here in the 360 pant. Now again, they've completely overhauled this pant to make it fit better than ever. This pant is a 900 denier poly. That means it is super thick. Usually on pants like this, we're used to seeing a 600 or even a 400. This is a super thick, abrasion resistant poly in the areas that you are most likely to experience that abrasion. Now this here is the True Motion. It is a 4-way stretch, very, very stretchy panel here at the knee. Now why this is fantastic, the True Motion stretch is replacing that accordion panel. We usually see those big bulky accordion panels. Now they're great, they make a lot of room in your pant. However, they are bulky. They take up a lot of space. They're just huge on your pant. They're not attractive. They bunch up. Not a fan. They have come up with the 4-way stretch True Motion fabric to help eliminate all that bulk. We're streamlining. They're trying to get it more comfortable, closer to your body without being tight. That's what they've done with this fabric. Now they've also backed it with Cordura. They know that those knee braces tend to dig in those areas around your knee. They want to make sure these pants last a long time. So they've backed that stretch panel with Cordura to help extend the lifespan of this pant. Now you can also see that we've got mesh paneling here near the knee wrapped in a TPR. That's going to extend, again, the durability of that piece by protecting it with that TPR. Now throughout the pant you can see there are laser perforations. We've got them up here in the crotch, at the knee, and then down here on the side of the knee. This pant is all about the airflow. The air is going to go into those laser perforations and out this mesh in the back that I'll show you in just a second. So you're going to be protected in these high abrasion areas, but you're going to have air movement where you need it. So you're not going to be sweating too much in this pant. Now if you look at the inside, there is leather on the inside. Very important feature. Serious riders like the leather. That is lined. There is protection on the inside to protect that leather from your knee brace. It's also split here. You can see this is not just one piece of leather. They've cut it so that they could articulate it. It's formed more closely to the shape of your body. It's going to hug more closely to you. It's going to be more comfortable. That leather's not going to bunch up. You don't want leather bunching up because it's a thick fabric. It folds a whole bunch, gets in the way of the bike. You don't want that. This is going to give you a closer grip to that bike. It's going to give you more feel on that bike, and it is a great feature that they've added in. Now this pant is lined, very important. Lots of people like to know if there's lining. There is a mesh lining, very, very breathable, and it stops at the knee. It does not go all the way to the ankle. It stops at the knee. The reason they've done that, they don't bring it to the ankle because they don't want more fabric in your boot. Nobody wants that. They've put mesh on the bottom back because when you put this pant inside the boot, they don't want a whole bunch of fabric bunching up in there. You're going to have some breathability, but you're also going to have as little fabric as possible tucked inside that boot. All right, looking at the back, we have this floating yoke. Again, you see this on the premium level pant, that Flex Air. We have it again here on the 360. That is going to keep your pants up. It is a very high yoke in the back, so even when you're in that aggressive riding position, you're still going to be covered. Your pants not going to pull down. There's silicone in that waistband, so the jersey doesn't slip out. But then you have this yoke here, which actually separates the back of the pant from the top. That means when you are in that riding position, they're going to separate from each other and only pull on the seat of the pants rather than the top. Your pants are not going to fall down when you're riding. That's what the bike wants to make happen. That's not going to happen with these pants. They've really thought about that here. Again, we have some laser perforations. There's stretch fabric up here under the yoke. We've got this 900 denier again, and then you can see those leather panels that I talked about. Now what's fantastic here is, again, the mesh starts all the way up here and goes all the way down the back of the pant. That air that's coming in all those perforations in the front is going to flow right out here. You've got true flow through air in this pant, a great feature from Fox. Now the last thing I wanted to talk about was the actual waistband of this pant. Rather than using the traditional Velcro gusset system that we see on so many pants, they have a different system here that I actually really like. There's mesh here. This piece right here, this is all mesh, and then there's elastic with a limiting strip. Between the two sides, you have 2.5 inches of flexibility here for adjusting this pant, plus the ratchet. Now they put limiting strips in here so that the elastic doesn't stretch too far or stretch out over time. That's actually going to extend the durability of this elastic. Now the reason that they put the mesh there is that if it was that polyester that is in the rest of the pant, it would be super bulky. When the elastic was brought together, you would have all this fabric there, it would be very uncomfortable. They use that mesh because it's very low profile, it's breathable, and when it's even bunched together, you're not going to feel it, it's not going to bother you up against your skin. Now, not only do we have the pant and we have the jersey, but you can actually have a complete look from Fox in matching graphic styles. Now the glove, let me grab this. The 360 glove. This is one of their most popular gloves, and for very good reason. They've completely redone this glove top to bottom. This glove is made of a neoprene up here at the wrist, and while it looks like a pull-on glove, it is actually Velcro. Now a lot of guys like the Velcro because it gives you more adjustability. Maybe you have a bigger wrist, you have that option, and it's a low profile Velcro, so it's not going to catch on your gear. Now one of the things that they've done on the 360 glove that is really cool is they've actually brought the neoprene not just around the wrist but down the thumb. It replaces what you would normally use a grip donut for. It's going to protect your thumb so you're not getting blisters when you're riding. You've got the Clarino palm, that very soft sort of suede leather, with textured silicone on the ends of the fingers. A lot of times we just see them on the last two fingers, so you're not sliding around on the levers, but they've actually taken the time to put it on all of the fingers of this glove. Now this glove, like the airline glove, has the True Feel technology. What that means is 3 of the fingers of this glove on the inside actually have these little bumps, little tiny bumps that increase the dexterity in this glove. Now we're used to having the silicone on the fingertips to keep you from sliding around on those levers, but now they've got texture on the inside to increase that ability to grip the bike even more. Now where they actually got that from was from surgical gloves. Surgeons' gloves actually have that on the inside so that they can be so precise with their movements. Now they've brought that to this glove for you, for the rider, to increase your ability to grip the bike. The top of the 360 glove actually has quite a bit of protection built in, more than we're used to seeing in a lot of MX gloves. You can see that they have all these separated panels of rubber. This is a very bendy fabric, but what it does is they're all separated. So you actually have, I'm going to put it on just to show you. You have more movement in this glove. It's not going to hinder your movements at all. A lot of times the protection that they put into these gloves actually hinders your movement. What happens is all of these pieces are independent of each other. Therefore, they are able to move independent of each other. So that whether you're bending your fingers, twisting the throttle, you're going to have total and complete movement on the bike. It's a great feature, brand new, but still protective. I love that they've added that into this glove. Now, between the fingers, you do still have a very light mesh fabric that's going to allow the air to flow through this glove. Overall, fantastic glove with 4-way stretch on top. Very, very comfortable, but more protective than we're used to seeing in MX gloves. Now, let's not forget, you need a helmet too. This is the V2 helmet. Now, I'm not going to dive into this now. I will have a separate product video for the V2. Again, we now have the V1, V2, and V3 helmets. The V2 goes great with the 360 collection, and the colors will coordinate with the gear. You can check this and all of this gear out on our website, motorcyclesuperstore.com. And as always, click that link in the corner, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave me your comments and questions below. Let me know what you think about this 360 line. And thanks so much for watching. On the inside of 3 of the fingers of this glove, there are little textured nubs. I don't like saying nubs on camera. That's what they call them, but I can't say nubs on camera. But girl, that's not appropriate.